Thank you very much, Jay. I wasn't really expecting to be on the platform today, particularly at this time of day when you're all wanting to get to your lunch. But let me just try to make some brief remarks and to put some questions to you people. The first, I'd like to get back to basics, to get to the context in which we're here, which, if I understood the title to this session, it was blockchain, and in the context of it, the contribution it should make to, or should be able to make, to dispute resolution. And actually, I've learned a lot this morning from people who talked about blockchain. I still don't really understand it. I know, you helped me a lot, but I mean, I do understand now a series of blocks, a chain of blocks, but and that puts it in a more understandable context, so far as I'm concerned. Now, but coming to the back to basics, I think we could all agree, it's what in England we would call common ground, that there are three levels of dispute resolution. One, negotiation, and 90% at least of all commercial disputes and disputes between states are resolved through negotiation and not through the other systems. The second system is commonly known as mediation, if one understands what that is. I don't find it to be very easy to understand, but I prefer to call it third-party assisted negotiation. Okay? And that's what mediation is. It's what a huge amount of dispute resolution in the commercial world is all about. And then the final one is arbitration. And by that, in the context, we're really talking about international arbitration, where the parties come from different nationalities. And that is where you need somebody, or a group of people, a tribunal, to take a decision and impose it in a way that is enforceable. That's the definition of arbitration. Reaching an enforceable intention of arbitration is to find a binding form of dispute resolution which is enforceable by the winning party against the losing parties. Now, I don't see that blockchain can really add much to the present system of arbitration, reaching enforceable decisions under the International Convention, the relevant one, which Marika has talked about, and quite rightly, because it's absolutely critical. And she's now probably the world's leading expert on it. I mean, there's another chap called Vandenberg, who is a great fellow and has been in Miami recently, lecturing to the law school, University of Miami, on that, and I can't wait to read what he said. I couldn't be there because I was on my way on a plane coming here. Now, if we go back across those, back to basics, it's always good to get back to basics. negotiation, the primary source of all commercial dispute resolution. Mediation, which I like to call third-party assisted negotiation, where you have a mediator who comes in and helps the parties achieve an agreement, but there's nothing enforceable about it. If the parties don't like it, they don't accept it, and then they have to go to the last stage, arbitration. Now, if we go there and try to put those three levels of dispute resolution into the context of blockchain, if I understand what blockchain is, and I understand a lot more now than I did 3 hours ago, then I think we've got to look at the three levels. Negotiation. I don't think, other than in a mechanical sense, that blockchain has much to contribute to that. The parties will negotiate. Now, I can well undersee that, and we all do now use digital techniques. And if the concept is that negotiation, that blockchain is really concerned with digital negotiation, then I can understand that, and I think it can make some useful cost savings and time savings too. Now, mediation, I'm not sure that I can really see blockchain adding much to the mediation process unless one's talking about efficiency and getting the parties to do more of it online, to organize it online, and all that. Arbitration, I don't see that arbitration and blockchain have much common ground. I may be wrong, maybe there is, but let's face it, in arbitration, international arbitration particularly, what we're talking about there is a big element of it is always fact-finding. Now that, in the Anglo-American type of proceeding, that involves cross-examination of witnesses, assessing the value of the evidence that has been presented. Now, I don't see that, I may be quite wrong, but I don't see that, I'm perfectly prepared to be proved wrong, but I don't see that blockchain has got much to do with assessing evidence. And somebody in the last panel, and I did like it, said that the human element is and will inevitably remain an essential element of dispute resolution. And I've forgotten who that was, or whether he or she is still here. I think it was the lady on the end, actually.
Adrena?
Yeah.
Adrena.
Is she still there?
No, Adrena, I think, just left.
But now, I don't see that his excellent digital ideas have got much to contribute to that. I mean, there are some organizational things that can be contributed. And I would like to see that. I'd like to see more evidence presented to international tribunals in digital form. And particularly, I think that is useful. Now, traveling on airplanes and buying hotels are so expensive, and And, you know, we're all trying to save the client's money, aren't we? We should be. Now, I don't know about American lawyers, but you never know. I think they should be sympathetic to the idea that, you know, one of the reasons for not going to court is the absence of the endless appellate process, and which adds to the cost and the time taken in resolving disputes. But
why don't we bring it to the audience and try to be convinced otherwise?
yes, yeah, I agree. I've said too much already, and
I think you have the opportunity now
to reply.
You know? Who has the microphone? I think I do.
I have one too.
Volker's got one. I've said more than enough, particularly as it's lunch.